Hey everyone, welcome back on Davis Tech channel. And in this video, we're going to start writing our code. Okay, so basically, we're going to focus on our first page called loading page. Okay, so here we just have a nice WhatsApp logo along with some nice background. So those things we needed, okay, for this page. So basically in asset, what I did that I have added few SVGs, and you will going to find these SVGs on a GitHub repository link which I have provided in our description. Okay, so basically this logo one is this WhatsApp logo, and basically loading background, it's a background image you can see here. Okay, so that's a loading background SVG. So in this page we will just need these two things, okay, these two SVGs, and just go ahead on a GitHub repo and find these two SVGs. Okay, now what we need to do that I will going to create a new folder called src. I will going to follow the same React structure I follow in other places. The first thing I will do that I will going to create a new folder called components. Okay, or okay, we can use a components or whatever we want. And second thing is we're going to be a base UI, base UI. Okay, so for the second folder I will come later. Inside the component, what I will do, I will going to create a new folder called pages, and in the pages I will going to create a new folder. Our first page will going to be a loading page. Okay, so this is our first page, and our second page will going to be welcome page. That we will cover in the next video, but I just wanted to create that folder to look a nice UI over here. So in the loading page I will going to create a new tsx file, loading.tsx. okay, so we need to work on this tsx file. Okay, and I will going to use React Native snippet to create a React Native functional component with style. Okay, so this is a nice package. If you don't have it, then you just have to go on an extension, search React, then the first extension will come ES7 React and Redux React Native snippet. So basically it have lots of benefit. If you hit the Ctrl+Shift+R, then you will find lots of snippet generation thing you will find out. So now our first page is the loading page. Let me just use this loading page here instead of this normal text. I will going to use my loading page, and I will import this loading page on our app.tsx because it's our entry point. Now if I will see here that loading page is came, and now we can start writing our code. So the first thing will going to be let's create a style first. The first thing will going to be a root. Okay, our root will going to have a position relative. So the first thing is the position relative, and let me use this thing here. The style will going to be our styles.root. So whatever style we will add in the root, we're going to apply our base view. Okay, then the second thing will going to be again a view. So basically I will going to stack up so basically it's background image, right? So I wanted to use a background image, and on top of that I will going to put this logo and this text and all. Okay, so as we are using a svg file for our background images, okay, we need to set up the svg configuration on our React Native. Okay, to use a svg on React Native, we need to install one package called React Native svg transformer. So the first thing we need to do that we need to use npm install. I mean, instead of this thing we can just go on the actual installation page of this. If I will go the npm page, okay, then there we will find the actual installation process using the npm. Okay, so I will do this thing. I will install this npm I React Native. Let me create a new thing, new terminal, and basically it will going to install the React Native SVG transformer. Meanwhile, let's do the setup. Okay, to set up all the thing, what we need to do is after installing this package, we need to configure for the metro. Okay, we need to create a file, metro config.js file. Okay, and I will go here, and suppose if we don't have a metro config already, then we need to create a new metro config.js file, not inside the source, just outside of source. Okay, and after adding this thing, what we can do that we can copy this code which is already given by this documentation. Okay, I will put the link of this documentation on the description, so don't worry. And I will just use Control S, and after that what we need to do is we need to set up for the TypeScript as well. So for that I need to use a declaration.d.ts, and I will put it outside again. Okay, and here I will just copy and paste the whole thing. Now let's use our svg file in our system. Okay, the simple funda to use svg file that we can directly import the svg file like this. So let me import our svg file, import background image from dot slash again dot slash, because it's outside of the source. Then here we have a set, inside a set we have a svg, and we have a loading background.svg file. And now we can use this thing as a component over here. Okay, let me hit the save and see it's working fine or not. And congratulations, we got our first issue. Okay, let's head back to the documentation. Let's see what we forgot. Actually, we forgot to add this library too. Let me open npm again. Let's install this library too, just to be sure, because I don't think it will be needed, it automatically install, but just to be sure, let me install it too. Okay, so I will use npm expo install React Native svg. It will install the unknown command, and oh sorry, not npm, it will going to be npx. When we use expo, then we need to use npx. Okay, so it will install this library React Native svg. Let's see that our issue will be resolved or not. Okay, and if I will again reload the page, no apps. Okay, let me just close it and open the Expo Go app again and see. Okay, I will open my React Native project again. It's giving an issue. Okay, in that case what we can do that, let me stop the server and let's rerun the server. Okay, and sometimes it happened that the rerunning a server can resolve our problem. Okay, so let me open the Expo Go again, our React Native project. Yeah, now it's working fine. See, so it happens sometimes that the thing will not work. You have to stop your server and open the app again. Okay, so our svg came here, and let me go on style root. Let's give a width of the style root to 100%. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is we need to actually show the WhatsApp logo and the WhatsApp text in the middle of the app. Okay, for that what I will do, I will create a new view, and this way will going to handle our content. That's why I will add a style content view style. Okay, I misplaced content content view style. Okay, and maybe I'm a little bit slow as of now, but don't worry, we will pace up. And then it will going to be position will going to be absolute. Okay, and let me use it. And inside of view, what we will do, we will going to use our text. Okay, and the text will going to be a WhatsApp. Hit the save. We found this thing WhatsApp here. You are not able to see, I know. For that, what I will do, I will use a display flex. Okay, and I will use a line item to just a center, and I need to give a width or height to, so I will give 100% height, and also I will give a width of 100%. Okay, also I want to use justify content to into the center, so it should come in between of the of our screen. So WhatsApp came in between of the screen. So this is our first text. The second thing will going to be our logo. So where we have here we have a logo, then we have this text. Okay, so let's add the logo as well. I will import the logo. Import logo from the path will going to be the same dot. We have to go back to the root folder. Okay, and here in the asset we have SVGs, and in the SVG we have a logo one. Okay, so we need to use this logo just about this. Okay, and yeah, we got the logo and the WhatsApp. I know it's not looking good right now, but we will work on it. Okay, and why this thing is aligning like this, because like I gave a display as a flex, and when we use a view as a display as a flex, it will work in a direction. Either it can work as a, as a row wise or as a column wise. Like it's like when we use a flex, then flex is a one direction element. So whatever we will put inside this view, it will work as a flex box. Okay, and in the flex box, thing will come either in a row wise, like row wise in the sense 1 2 3, it's like a row wise. So it's a single row, and we have a 3 column. Okay, so when we use a display as a flex, so we also have a flex direction. Okay, so in the flex direction, either we can specify as a column, row, column reverse, or row reverse. Okay, and our view will work as a flex box. Okay, so if we don't provide a flex direction initially, and we just provide a display as a flex, then our flex box will going to work as a column wise in React Native by default. Okay, and if you want a more detail, you can read it about it. Okay, but it will work as a column wise. Okay, so when a view box will work as a column wise, what will happen, that things will come in a column manner. Okay, what does that mean? That like 1 2 3, suppose we have a 3 children, so this is a children 1, this is a children 2, suppose we have a third children, so it will going to come one by one, like in this manner. Okay, so it is a flex box when it will work as a column wise. Okay, so now it is working as a column wise, so that's why our first children came first, and after that our second children came. Okay, so that's why it's working like this. So hope you understand the fundamental of the flex box. So for row wise, definitely we will use a row wise too in later coming on videos, but let's know that how the things will work in a flex box if it have a flex direction as a column. Okay, now I provided this view as a 100% height and width as a 100% height. So basically this view is our first children for this view. Okay, so if we talk about this view, okay, so it is our root view, right? And in the root view I told this view that yeah, you have to use a position as a relative. So that's why the next children which I added is came in a background, and the second children is now came on top of the first children. So this is our first children which have a background image, okay, and this is our second children which have this logo and the text, and it is kind of a stack. Okay, so our background image in a background, that is first children, on top of that our second children is coming, because we have specified our second children as a position absolute. Okay, so if I will not specify it, then everything will messed up. Okay, so I have to specify position as absolute, so it will stack one above the other. Okay, so and now after specifying the position, as I explained that I use a display as a flex to make this view as a flex box, and it is working as a, a column flex box. And inside a column flex box I specify align item center and justify content center. What does that do? That it will, like, if it is working as a column flex box, so align item, what it will do, it will work in the horizontal wise. Okay, in the horizontal wise it will work. So if I will not provide a align item center, then automatically these two things will come in the starting of the horizontal axis. Okay, so this is our horizontal axis and this is our vertical axis. Okay, if we will not provide anything here, okay, so it will start from the beginning of our screen. Okay, so the position will going to be 0 0, and it will come at the start. Okay, so x0 y0, you can think about that. Okay, when we do align item as a center, basically it will align the content, whatever content we have inside a flex box, it will put all the data in between of our horizontal screen, horizontal line. Okay, so if it is a horizontal line, so the mid of the horizontal line it will put the data. Okay, so when we have a flex box, and if it is working as a column flex box, so when we use align item, it will handle the thing in a horizontal wise. Same for the justify content. What it will do, it will if we are using so suppose I will just write, so if flex box has a column, okay, then it will work, the align item will work, align item will work horizontal. Okay, and if we use justify content, then it will work as a vertical. Okay, okay, if the flex box working as a column. Okay, so if I will hit the save, that's why the content is coming in the mid of the screen, which is horizontal wise center and vertical wise center. Okay, if we use our display, I mean flex direction, I mean this video is becoming large, I know, but let me explain this row wise also. If we use a flex direction as a row, so basically I will just remove this thing. Okay, so I will copy this thing. So if a flex box is working as a row, okay, again it will start from here, but the children, if you see here, the logo is here and the text is just after the logo. Okay, so as I told you that if flex box is working as a row, then the thing will come like this. Okay, 1 2 3, the first children will come, then the second children will come, then the third children will come. Okay, okay, and what the align item will do, now the align item will work vertically. Okay, and the justify content will work horizontally. Okay, so that is funda. Okay, so if I will use align item, so you can see that the things like it is working as a vertically center. Okay, it put the item in vertical center. Okay, for this it's a y-axis, and it is center for the y-axis. Okay, and justify content will work as a horizontal, so it will put the horizontally center. Okay, so let me just use align item as a vertical. It will be a vertical in nature, it will be a horizontal in nature. Okay, so now you understood about how the flexbox will work in column and row. So let's complete our UI part. Okay, I don't need a flex direction as a row, I just want as a flex direction as a column only. I know that we diverted from our topic from the UI, but yeah, this thing you should know definitely. Okay, so let's work on this logo first. Okay, let me add some width and height of this logo. Width will going to be 70 and height also will going to be 70. It's basically a square shape logo, so it should have a 70. Okay, and yeah, and it should have some padding between this text and this thing, but before that, um, let's work on the text style first. Okay, so let me add a text style, because we just have, or we can say title style. Let me use title. Okay, so we have a WhatsApp. So let me use a color. So color will going to be, I mean, 000. Okay, it will be basically a black, and font size will going to be, so let me use a 42. Okay, and let me use apply this style in our text. Okay, so let's use styles dot style, so that came here. I guess 42 is too large, so we can decrease to 35 maybe. Okay, also we can add a font weight. Font weight will going to be 500. Okay, and it's giving again error. Okay, we need to use, I just coming from the Flutter environment, so I just get confused a lot of time. Okay, so we added font style, color, and font weight. The font family part, actually, for the font family we need to use a Roboto font family, and that I haven't installed and set up here, so it will not work. Okay, it will give a basically error, so that part we will cover later. Okay, so, and we need some padding between the logo and the text, so that padding will going to be around 32. So it will be a margin top 32. Okay, 32 is again a large number, so let me use 12. Okay, so we got our WhatsApp logo and title of the WhatsApp. I know that it's not looking like this because it's font family is applied here, but yeah, the basic setup of this page is done, and I know you learn a lot here because I explained you about how to set up SVG in the React Native and how the flexbox will work in our React Native system. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let's work on the next video where we will cover our next thing, and I will just show you what we will going to cover. We will going to cover this thing in our next video. Okay, and also we forgot to add this thing. Let's cover that thing too in the next video. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video, and share the video to your friend. It will highly motivate me to make more videos.